Assalamu alaikum, I'm Islam, and this is Topkapı Palace in Istanbul, Turkey. Following the conquest of Constantinople in 1453, the construction of Topkapı Palace was started in 1460 at the request of Muhammad Al-Fatih and was completed in 1478. However, the complex had buildings added until the 19th century. Topkapı Palace is built on an area of 700,000 square meters in the Fatih District and was the administrative, educational, and artistic center of the empire for approximately 400 years from Muhammad Al-Fatih to Sultan Abdülmecid. Although Topkapı Palace was gradually abandoned by the mid-19th century when the dynasty moved to Dolmabahçe Palace, it still preserved its historical importance and value. Even today, Topkapı Palace is one of the largest palace museums in the world, with its buildings, architecture, collections, and thousands of archived documents. As for the organization of the palace itself, it's comprised of 4 garden courtyards and its adjacent buildings. Nowadays, as soon as you walk up the hill from Gülhane Park, you enter directly in the first courtyard, which gives you access to Aya Irini Church, the Royal Mint, and the warehouses. You can also see the Imperial Gate on your right-hand side, and oh yeah, don't forget the ticket booth. The second courtyard of the palace is accessible by the Salutation Gate, which is also the most iconic place of the palace. Opening onto Diwan Square, notable for being where the state administration takes place, also called Justice Square, this was the scene of many ceremonies throughout history and was the official meeting place of the Diwan Council. Plus, this is where you would find the treasury. Now, it houses arms from the Ottoman era. It's also called the armory or weapons room. You can also find the palace kitchen on the other wing, where over 5,000 people could be fed daily. In the middle of the palace, there's the Justice Tower, which is located behind the Diwan structure, and the entrance to the harem is also accessible from this courtyard. The harem is where the Sultan and his family lived, from the Queen Mother to the Sultan's wives. The third courtyard of the palace is accessible by the Gate of Felicity. There you can find the Sultan's audience hall and the privy room, which presently contains relics from the Prophet Muhammad and his companions. Plus, at the center of the courtyard, there's the library of Sultan Ahmed III. In the fourth courtyard, which is the last courtyard, there are the Baghdad and Rewan pavilions. You can also check out the view from the Iftar gazebo. Now that's the way to break fast. On that note, you can find the Mejdiya Pavilion, which is now a restaurant and was pretty much the last building added to the palace. With that said, Topkapı Palace is an absolute must on anyone's list, so be sure to check it out. So salam from Topkapı Palace in Istanbul, Turkey.